to another video. Today's dish is quick, easy, delicious, and healthy. Perfect for those days when you're in a rush or just don't have much time to cook. You can whip this up in just 1 hour of cooking with only 15 minutes of prep. As always, I've got you covered with all the ingredients, calorie count, and how much protein you're getting out of this yummy meal. First thing we're gonna do is chop up the chicken breast into medium-sized cubes, making this recipe for 2 people, like we usually do on the channel, so I'm using 2 chicken breasts. This dish works best with chicken breast. Now, Indian food is known for being spicy, but don't worry, you can always adjust the spice level to your liking. I'm using a mix of spices here, just 1 gram of red pepper flakes, 1 gram of black pepper, and 1 gram of ginger, so it's got a medium heat. Nothing too intense. If you love your food extra spicy, go ahead and add more red pepper or black pepper to kick it up a notch. Next, we'll add olive oil and a tablespoon of vinegar. This helps cut through any of the chicken's gamey taste. If you prefer, you can swap the vinegar with a squeeze of fresh lemon juice for that zesty kick. Now, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of flour. This will help hold the chicken together and keep it from falling apart into smaller pieces when we fry it, so the chunks stay nice and big. I'll give it a good stir to coat the chicken, then pop it in the fridge for an hour. If you're in a hurry, you can marinate it for less time, but I've got some time today, so an hour it is. For even better flavor, you can leave it in the fridge for a full day if you want. Now, I'm also adding a garlic clove to the marinade. This will help all the flavors blend together perfectly. So let's cover it up, toss it in the fridge, and let it chill for a bit. Now crank up the heat to the highest setting you've got. The pan is hot. See those little bubbles forming on the surface? That's how you know it's ready. And after an hour in the fridge, it's time to fry the chicken. For those who aren't counting calories, you can add some butter for extra flavor. But if you're watching those calories like me, go ahead and skip the butter. It'll still turn out great. I am not cooking the chicken all the way through here, just about 75%, since we'll finish it off in the sauce later. See how the chicken is holding its shape? That flour is doing its job. Once the chicken gets a nice golden brown on both sides, I'm going to lower the heat to medium. No need to worry about the chicken losing its juices at this point. Just make sure all the pieces are browned evenly on both sides. After that, I'll cover the pan and let it cook for 2 more minutes, just to lock in all that flavor. Take a look at that beautiful golden brown. I'm turning off the heat and taking all the chicken out of the pan. Time to set it aside and get ready for the next step. In a super hot pan, we're going to do the same test again. Look for those bubbles dancing on the surface. Let's keep this cooking train rolling. Now, I'm adding the onions, no oil, no butter, no fat at all. I'm just giving them a super quick toss since the heat is still cranked up high. We want them to soften and get a little color without burning. A few fast stirs, and they're good to go. The onions are starting to change color a bit, which means it's time to add the garlic. Just remember, garlic cooks quickly, so don't leave it for too long, or it'll burn. For those not worried about calories, you could totally add butter here since that's how these steps are traditionally done. Everyone has their own way of thickening sauces. But for me, I like to use lentils. Not only do they help thicken the sauce, but they also boost the protein content. It's like a 2-for-1 deal: thicker sauce and more nutrition. Just give them a quick saute, and they'll start doing their magic in no time. And then add 1 cup of chicken broth or beef broth if that's what you have. My chicken broth was a bit frozen, but no worries, it'll melt as we go. I'll keep stirring everything together. Since my chicken broth is still frozen, I'm turning the heat up to help it melt and come to a boil. Once it starts boiling, I'll lower the heat to medium and let it simmer for about 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, the lentils are fully cooked and soft. Now, I'm going to let the mixture cool down a bit, and then I'll blend it with a hand blender to make it nice and smooth. This will give us that perfect creamy texture for the sauce. I'm adding 1 cup of water and keeping the heat on medium. If you want the sauce even smoother, you can blend it more. But I think it's just right at this stage. The lentils are bubbling nicely, so now it's time to add the curry powder, turmeric, and salt. For those who love heat, feel free to toss in some extra chili peppers. Since this is an Indian-inspired dish, it can definitely handle a bit of spice. Add as much as you like to suit your taste. Now it's time to add the chicken, since it's already 3/4 of the way cooked. I'll let it simmer for about 15 minutes. I'll cover the pan and leave it on medium heat, letting the chicken finish cooking while soaking up all those delicious flavors. Should be perfect after that. I turned off the heat after 10 minutes, and just look at how delicious that looks. The chicken is tender, and the sauce is rich and creamy. It's ready to serve. Let's plate it up and enjoy this tasty. This is half the amount of chicken, paired with about 100 grams of rice, which is the standard serving size for an adult. I also served it with a side salad, just like I usually do. Here's the breakdown of the calories. Main dish, 450 calories. Rice, 330 calories. Salad, 100 calories. So, the total comes out to around 880 calories. And with 113 grams of protein, that's a solid meal. Perf! The main source of calories in this dish comes from the chicken. We didn't use any extra oils, so if you want to reduce the calorie count, you can simply cut back on the amount of chicken or rice, or even skip the rice altogether. Another option is to swap the rice for a piece of bread, which is about 150 calories per serving. The aroma is absolutely mouth-watering, seriously. The cumin, spices, and curry are filling the whole house with an amazing scent. Give this recipe a try, and I'm sure you'll love it. Enjoy, and bon appetit! If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new, tasty, calorie-counted, and protein-packed recipes. Also, feel free to share the video with your friends and give the page a thumbs up. I usually make my curry chicken with veggies, like adding peas, carrots, or potatoes. Any type of vegetable works great. If you'd like to see a video of curry chicken with veggies, let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to make that for you. Curry chicken is a great source of animal protein, which is essential for building muscles and maintaining healthy tissues. It's also packed with vitamins and minerals that are important for overall health. Plus, the spices used in the dish are rich in antioxidants, which can help improve blood circulation. If you'd like to know more about the health benefits of this dish, drop a comment below, and I'll be happy to share more details.